Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss with you about latitudes and longitudes. So let us begin with latitudes. Now this is a globe. What is a globe? A globe is a miniature model of the earth. So a globe shows the actual shape of the earth. It is spherical in shape that bears the map of the earth showing the direction, size, shape of the oceans, continents, islands, and seas. Everything can be seen in this globe. A globe helps us to understand the phenomena of rotation and revolution. With the help of globe, we can understand the phenomena of how days and nights are formed, how revolution is caused, that is, how seasons are changed. A globe is mounted on an axle that tilts at an angle of 23.5 degree. It is mounted on an axle. A globe helps us to view the entire earth. We can view the entire earth in a globe. Now, but there are some limitations. Though a globe, we can, it helps us to understand the direction, the shape, the sizes of continents, oceans, but still there are some limitations of a globe. A bigger size globe cannot be carried easily. We cannot carry a globe wherever we want to go. Space in a globe is limited. Details cannot be shown. So if someone wants to explore a new city carrying a globe, it is not possible. Instead, people prefer to use maps. So for this reason, it is people prefer to use a map instead of a globe. Now we know that the earth is flattened at the poles and bulging at the center. So this shape of the earth is known as geoid shape. Earth flattened at the poles and bulging at the middle. Geoid shape. It rotates on its axis, which is an imaginary line. So earth rotates on its axis and it is an imaginary line. The two end points are called poles. This is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. Poles that points toward the pole star is the North Pole. So the North Pole points towards the north. It points towards the pole star at the north. So it is North Pole and the other is the South Pole. Earth is divided into two equal halves by an imaginary line, that is equator. The full earth is divided into two equal halves by an equator. An equator is an imaginary line. The part of the earth which lies in the north of the equator is the northern hemisphere. And the part of the earth which lies in the south of the equator is the southern hemisphere. So you can see this is the equator, this is the northern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere. Now, what are latitudes? The latitudes, as equator is also a latitude, there are several latitudes. These are all imaginary lines. So what is the use of latitude? To locate a place on Earth, imaginary lines are drawn on the globe. There are several imaginary lines that have been drawn. The set of circles between the North Pole and the South Pole are called the lines of latitude. So these are all lines of latitude. As these lines run parallel to the equator, so they are also called parallels of latitudes. You can see the lines never intersect each other. They are parallel to each other, so these lines of latitudes are also called parallels of latitudes. The distance of a place using north or south of the equator is measured in angles. This angle is the latitude of that place. So the distance are measured in angles and the angle is the latitude of that particular place. The distance between each latitude is 111 kilometer. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 in this way. There are 90 lines of latitude in the South Pole and there are 90 lines of latitude in the North Pole. So the distance between each latitude is 111 kilometer. To know the exact location of a place, it is important to divide the latitudes into degrees and minutes. So to find out the exact location of a place, we divide the latitudes into degrees and minutes. The value of each latitude is followed by the symbol N or S to denote the hemisphere the place lies. If a place lies in the northern hemisphere, we write as N, degree N, and if it is in the southern hemisphere, we write as degree and S. S is for south. So we use N or S to denote in which hemisphere the place lies. Now, what are the features of latitudes? As you all know that the equator is 0 degree. The lines that are towards the north are the they are there are almost 90 lines of parallels of latitudes in the northern hemisphere and 90 to the southern hemisphere. So there are 181 parallels of latitudes, 90 in the northern hemisphere, 90 in the southern hemisphere and the equator. So in this way, 90 in the northern hemisphere, 90 in the southern hemisphere and the equator total count is 181 parallels of latitudes. Each parallel of latitude is a circle and they do not cross each other. We have already seen that they are all circles and they do not touch each other. Latitudes are of unequal length. The equator is the longest latitude. You can see we have already discussed that the earth is it is a bulging in the center, so the equator is the longest latitude, and as it moves towards the pole, the lines of latitudes decrease in size. The distance between the latitude is always equal except at the poles. Why? Because in the poles it is little more. The distance is little bit more than that of the equator. Because the earth flattens at the poles. So these are all lines of latitudes. Now, what are the important lines of latitudes? The first we know this is the equator, which is 0 degree. Then we all know that the North Pole is 90 degree north. The South Pole is 90 degree S. The one of the important line of latitude is the Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere. It is a distance of 23.5 degree north. Next is the Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23.5 degree south. It lies in the southern hemisphere. Next, you can see another important line, that is Arctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree north of the equator. From equator, it is 66.5 degree. And similarly, there is one Antarctic Circle. It is also an important lines of latitude, that is 66.5 degree south of the equator. So these are the important lines of latitudes: equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, North Pole and the South Pole. Next, to begin with, are the heat zones of the Earth. As you can see, there are three main heat zones: torrid zone, temperate zone, frigid zone. We are going to discuss one by one. To begin with, torrid zone. This is the torrid zone. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. So, between Tropic of Cancer in the north and Tropic of Capricorn in the south, this zone is the torrid zone. This zone receives vertical sun rays throughout the year, and hence this zone experiences very high temperature. So if the sun is over here, it gets the direct sun rays of the. For this reason, this area is very much hot. This zone receives vertical sun rays throughout the year. So they experience very high temperature. Next is a temperate zone. You can see North Temperate Zone, South Temperate Zone. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the Northern Hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the Southern Hemisphere. So from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, this portion is the North Temperate Zone, and from Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic Circle is the South Temperate Zone. The sun rays fall in slanting direction in these zones, and hence the temperature of these zones remains moderate. So the sun rays are slanting. Therefore, the temperature is moderate. So the sun rays, if it falls in a slanting, then the surface are less bright, but they cover a bigger area. The next zone is frigid zone. It lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the Northern Hemisphere. This is the from Arctic Circle to North Pole in the Northern Hemisphere, and from Antarctic Circle to the South Pole in the Southern Hemisphere. So these areas are the frigid zone. In the north it is North Frigid Zone, and in the south it is South Frigid Zone. These regions receive very slanting sun rays. As a result, these regions experience very low temperature. So these regions, they get very less amount of sun rays, and the sun hardly rises above the horizon. As a result, these regions experience very low temperature. So this was all for today's class. Hope it was clear to you all. All of you take care and goodbye.